I found that there are certain types that are going to have a harder time with trading. If you're in a profession for a long time, an exacting profession, like architecture or something like that, any architecture? All right, good. Harder time because your profession kind of trains and conditions you for everything being exact, and the market's not like that. Okay? If you have been very successful at something else, you're probably going to have a harder time with trading. If you are a female, you are going to have an easier time trading in general. Not in every case, but in a lot of cases. If you basically failed at everything in life, never really succeeded in anything, you're probably gonna have a better time trading. It's crazy. And well, I would say a little over 25 years teaching, I've made those distinctions that the successful have a harder time. It's not impossible, it's a harder time. And the non-successful have an easier time. Why do you think that is? The ego. The losing person who's never really had success at anything in life. Losing is not that big of a deal. They're used to it. The successful person's not used to losing. This is a business where loss is a permanent part of your life, man. In fact, your success is directly tied to how you lose, not how you win. You gotta lose professionally to be profitable. You gotta be a cutter at the right time. That's what success. The market moving in your direction doesn't come from you. The cutting comes from you. So if you don't get used to loss, how can you become good at this? Life in general is managing your losses. That's what it is. It's not letting the losses of life choke the other parts of your life. Keeping your the downward parts, the downward periods in control. That's what trading is. You got to control your losses. So I think that's the key. I think Tony hit the nail on the head. It's ego and being the loser person is just used to loss. So they start off at a higher stance. Why do you think women are more successful at this in general? Or have an easier time, let's just say that. Isn't it the same word? A little less ego? I think that women are, yes, I think you're right as well. I think women find it easier to follow a process. And there's not that much there's less of an emotional response to their actions. So, for instance, Oliver says we have to get out now. Let's get out. It doesn't matter. You understand? But the man is like, shoot, I want to get this back. You know what I mean? It's a different mentality. Oh, Oliver says get out. Let's get out. It's like, so it's different. They just generally do better. Not all of them. Generally, women are better traders. Why do you think children are better traders?
They don't think about it.
They don't overthink.
They don't think. Less emotional ties to money. It's a game. Right? It's a game. And when a child is playing a video game and they get blown up, man, I got blown up. What do they do next?
Start again.
Restart. It's like it didn't even happen, right? But what do you do when you get blown up? It's like it's such a deep wound. To them, it's momentary and it's over.
So let me ask you this. I have a meetup group for traders. People come in every week. I meet a new person every week.
Awesome.
I met a few women. The only women I've met actually are making money consistently.
The only ones making money consistently are the women?
Are the women. I haven't met any men making money consistently. And they pretty much figured it out on their own. But I also can tell by the way they sort of talk about it and do things, they will never go up in size. And I'm just wondering if that's your experience. They're like, they make their $500 a week, whatever, they're like, good.
It's what you should do for a while.